Mr. Speaker, I'd like to thank this body for what we're doing today. I obviously think it's important that we are allowed to have this conversation, regardless of what the vote is at the end of the day. The bill that is before us is House Bill 6977, as we discussed, and what that bill did was set forth new qualifications for a commissioner of the State Board of Education. I certainly understand from a governor's perspective where he or she, in making appointments, would like to have that appointment totally and completely within his discretion. And as governor, he gets that discretion. But the parameters that were put into this bill, as the good representative from Wilton mentioned, to me are minimum. It is a minimum requirement of what a commissioner of education should have, allowing for discretion in the rest of that decision-making process. Many people in this chamber, in both chambers, in the Education Committee, felt very strongly about this bill. They felt that we should have some say legislatively as to what the parameters should be, although it is clearly a governor's nomination and a governor's decision as to who the Commissioner of Education should be. There should be parameters. And those parameters seemed reasonable to this chamber. They seemed reasonable to the Education Committee since it passed unanimously. They seemed reasonable to the Senate chamber where it passed unanimously. And they seemed reasonable to this chamber where it passed almost unanimously. We sit through hearings and we listen. We make decisions based on what our constituents want. And on this bill, I think the message was very clear as to what we decided in this building. That was not political. As I said, it was almost unanimous. I would like to thank this chamber, the Speaker and the Majority Leader, for allowing us to come in today and have this conversation, because what the vote is at the end of the day is not the point, but it's the debate and conversation. The debate and conversation we have in this chamber that makes it great, because that's what we got elected to do.